Shalom, Israel. Shalom, Ma'ashem, Yahweh Barakatah to all the brothers out there. Shalom, Yahweh Shematham, Ba'ashem, Yahweh to the sisters out there. This is ISUPK, Louisiana Sabbath service. Coming out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander Junior Hunter. And we are here to educate blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, and First Nation people indigenous to this land about their true heritage. And they are the lost 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. In other words, the true Jews of the Bible, and that's what the ISP been doing since 1969, educating and edifying our people to let them know who they truly are, that Bible that they have sitting in their house, that's their history. I know the school systems cut out Black history. They don't have bits and pieces. Like far as Hispanic culture, they would go all the way to the Aztec Empire, Hispanic and Mayans and the Taino Indians, just like they was this is all their history was over in America, what they have with the so-called African American that we just all of a sudden came from out of Africa, put on slave ships and was brought over here, but our history is much deeper than that. Our history is found off in the Holy Bible that you have in your house, or you may carry around, or may even have an app on your phone. That's where our history lies at. That's what the ISP been doing here since 1969. But just gonna get this Sabbath service started. So Majah up here. Yasharala means to Israel. Say these prayers. Say, quiet down. One part, Yah, star, turn face to east. And this is the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew, and it reads, Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malabaka, Taba'ah, Watazaka, Hayah, Asha, Barataza, Kawa, Hayah, Bashamaya, Lathon Lanawa, Lakam, Ka, Yawan, Wasalat Lanawa, Kabawa, Wa Nawa, Kasalat Nawa, Kawa Yanawa, Wala'a, Tabayanawa, Bada Sayawan, Abal, Habashanawa, Mayan, Ra, Kaya, Laka, Hamalatwa, Wahala, Wahapatapara, La Awalayam, Aman. In the English it reads, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever so be it. And this is Hakash power. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Baba Koshai, Lathan Lanawa, Hakash, La Rapa, Ka Makala, Waka Marawa, Hakash, Lataha, Matazarayim, Hakash, Lahaquayim, Hamathim, Hakash, Yorakawa, Atamala, Lagarshi, Bashim, Yahushai, Sabbath Aman. In the English read, Yahweh in the name of Yahushai, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahushai, thank you, so be it. This is the blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh. Why Yahushai? Why Micah Allah? Why Hahawah? What is a Zabya? Alawap Yahana. Ha Alawap Yam. Ha Sarayam. Ha Kazayayam. Ha Akayayam. Ha Hawatyam. Ha Yahweh. Bashim. Yahushai. The water Aman. In the English it reads, bless you, Yahweh, and Yahushai, and Michael, and the angels, Commander General Yohanan, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters. Yahweh in the name of Yahushai, thank you, so be it. This is bless Israel. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Barak Lanawa, Bayasharala, Waha Bayath, Saparia, Barak Rapah, Magan, Hagan, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, the water Aman. In English, we just said, Lord, in the name of Yahushai, bless us and Israel and the school. Bless, heal, shield, protect. In the name of Yahushai, thank you, so be it. This is Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Sha'ah, Ayanya, El Hahariyam, Mahayam, Yaba'ah, Azariah, Azariah, Mahayim, Yahweh, Asha, Shabayam, Wa'arataza, Yathan, Yathan, Lamawat, Ragaka, Ayanawam, Shamaraka, Hanala'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayashan, Shawamar, Yasharala, Yahweh, Shamaraka, Yahweh, Tazaka, Yayad, Yayanka, Yawaman, Hashamash, La'ah, Yakaka, Wayara, Balayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makarai, Yashamar, Yapaska, Yahweh, Yashamar, Tazaka, Wabawaka, Ma'ah, why Avalam. In English reads, I will lift up my eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He would not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in, from this time forth, even forevermore. This is Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayam, Adamalaka, Athasharash, Wahal Tashakwat, Kayahana, Awayamyaka, Yahama Yawan, Ra'ash, Ya'amaka, Ya'ara Yawa, Sabada, Wayatha, Yatazawa, Yatazapang Yaka, Amawa, Lakwa, Wanakayadam, Magaya, Wala'a, Yazaka, Sham Yasharala, Awada, Kaya, Nawatazawa, Laba, Yakawa, Il Yaka, Waya, Yakafwa, Alahaya, Adawam, Wayashamai, Alayam, Mawaba, Wahagariam, Gabal, Wa'amawam, Wa'amalak, Palasha, Yasha, Shayabya, Tazawa, Gam Ashawa, Lalawa, Aman, Hayawa, Zerawa, Labanyan Lawat, Salah, Asha, Laham, Kamadyan, Kasaya Sarah, Kayabyan, Banakao, Kwawashwan, Nasham Magwa, Ba'ayan Da'ara, Hayad Daman, La'adama, Chayathamwa, Nada, Ya Mawa, Karai, Wakazaba, Wakazabak, Wakazazamani, Karnasa Yak, Amwa, Asha, Amawa, Na Yasha, Lanawa, Nawa, Alahayam, Alahaya, Chayathamwa, Kagalgala, Kwakwash, Lapanya Raka, Kaash, Labara Ya'awa, Wakalaba, Talahat, Hayam, Khan, Daradama, Basaraka, Wabasa, Wapaka, the Bahalam, Mala'a, Payaham, Kualawam, Wayakwashwa, Shamka, Yahawa, Wabashwa, Waya Bahawa, Ayai, Waya Kapawa, Waya Abawa, Waya Dawa, Kayata, Shamka, Yahawa, Nabatka, Ayawan, El Kaharataza. And the angels read, keep not thy silence, O God, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God, for lo, thy enemies make a tumble, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they are consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, tabernacles of Edom and the Israelites, of Moab and the Hagarenes, Gebal and Ammon and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Ashur also is joined with them. They are hoping the children of light. Selah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sarah, as to Jabin at the brook of Kisan, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like a reel and like Zeid. Yea, all the princes of Zabah and Zamuna, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of God in possession. Oh my God, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burns their wood, as the flames set the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempests, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name, O Lord. Let them be confounded in trouble forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high of all earth. As you be seated. Yeah, we just got through with Feast of Dedication. General did a wonderful history lesson. Our history lesson about when we was over in our homeland, what happened over there. Like all that's been put in books that no one told us where they was. If it wasn't for the ISUPK, going back and finding those records and all that, we wouldn't have no idea. No give a hand for the history lesson for last night. Because that was just great. Seeing the general read out read that book what Josephus, and how he was was the mediator between Rome and Israel, and he took, he wrote down the accounts of what happened, all the records of how we like it's more stories of what we know from having a prophet about the about Eleazar, the priest, how he refused to eat, pork or swine's flesh, and they want him to just pretend like it's some lawful, have it, want him to pretend like he was, have some lawful meat that he had, eat it and act like it was swine, before he could give homage to the king and also give homage to their God, their pagan God. But he refused. He chose death instead. So that's what Eleazar does. And the same goes for the sister and her 7 sons. She watched, all her sons refused to eat the swine's flesh. And all of them was killed in front of their mother, And she watched all her sons die. And she ended up dying because she refused to eat that swine's flesh. There's plenty of stories, And like I said, Josephus had a lot of them, didn't tell out the Persians, which is the modern day, what Iraq is now, they occupy land, like all that land, like the Suez Canal, all that's our land, No, I had no idea. All that's our land. That's how you think, or just where Israel is, where they basically got their statehood. That's the land of Israel. But the land of Israel is much bigger than that. Vast. And if you read the Bible, we was all through the land of Africa. We had all that was our land cutting through there, before they colonized Africa, before Africa became Africa, before they became that name, that was all the parts of that was part of our land too. Like I said, one map where they had off in Africa where they had the land of was Judah, So we tell, we was there. But let's get get to the lesson. We have been talking about David. This is David the Saul. Saul had been after David ever since they came back from war, and the women was singing their praises, and they were saying Saul has killed thousands, but David 10,000. Saul was jealous. He was like, well, how they gonna give a heap more praises on him than me? I am the king. He is my underling. So David in the house playing. Saul tries to spare him. He gets out the way. He did it on 2 occasions. There's one thing, people when they read about David that I saw that I never hear mentioned. Is he was a great warrior, king, all that. But also showed brotherhood. The brotherhood he showed and the love he showed for Saul, was trying to kill him. He, showed, he showed restraint and didn't left finger to him, Let me get the scripture right quick. It's I know it by heart, but it's Matthew 18 and 21. This is something kind of remind me when I read this, kind of remind me of of what David was doing. What David kind of what I believe he asked himself. This is something Peter asked Christ. He said, then Peter came to him and said, Lord, this is Matthew 18:21. Then came Peter to him and said, Lord, how often shall my brother sin against me and I forgive him? Till 7 times? Yahweh said unto him, I say not unto thee until 7 times, but until 70 times 7. And that's what David did. He forgave Saul. And, Saul was trying to kill him. I mean, he escaped from Saul's house. Then he went home to his wife. Saul sent men to kill him there. And instead of trying to attack Saul, he ran. And he was even him and Saul's son Jonathan was the best friend. They was 2 souls united together. That's kind of love David had. And then he was another one, scripture, 1 John 3 and 18. Let us not love in word, but in deed. Anybody can throw their lip service at you. But when it comes down to showing it, well, yeah, is you gonna go, you got a problem with that brother, you gonna go talk to him?
more than once. No, he might not hear you that time. He might hear you a second time, or maybe even a third time. If that's actually your brother. Like Saul, David never lifted a hand to Saul. Because like scripture said, he was a man after God's own heart. And David didn't touch the Lord as anointed. He followed the laws of the Most High. He did doing the thing to Saul, and even, and then he was an understanding man. Even with like y'all talked last week about how Nabal, Abigail's husband, he sent his men. He had been watching the sheep and make sure his men was all right. So he asked, he says Nabal was going to do some sharing. He was going to make some money. So David asked for a little bit of money just for watching the sheep. And the ball told him, no, I ain't giving you nothing. Who is David? I don't know him. That I should be giving him anything. So the men went back to David. David said, hey, man, y'all strap up. And David strapped up. David finna go do him. But his wife, I say, you have a virtuous woman, she's gonna save your life. So that's the thinking about that. Abigail for a minute, she was a very virtuous woman. Any other woman these days, she see somebody mad at her, man, about ready to kill him, they on Facebook instigate instead of trying to diffuse the situation. Who knows, the man, the brother he into it with might have a little sense about it. Just need talking down, that's all they probably need. But they don't do that these days. They want to see something go down. But that's what but that's kind of make. But David was understanding when she came to him with with the sheep, the bread, the raisin clusters, and all that. A gift. She said, let the iniquity be upon me, my Lord. Said David was all bullheaded. He wouldn't have paid that no attention when he killed everybody else. But he listened. He would know David was also understanding. But let's get to 1 Samuel 28. In verse 1, and it came to pass in those days that the Philistines gathered their armies together for warfare to fight with Israel. And just said unto David, know thou assuredly that thou go out with me to battle, thou and thy men. And this how bad it got for David. David had to go, this is how the Lord works working with David. He was able to go to the Philistines and live. Take his wife, take his men, and live there. And he been fighting against them Philistines for the longest. Yeah. What I think he been on the run from Saul for what? If I'm mistaken, about 15, 20 years, that's a long time to be running, and now he with the Philistines. And now the Philistines finna go to battle with Israel. And the king, just when they were living, they say, ready. To go to war. You ready to fight? So they finna fight against Israel with their own enemy. So that's the beginning of the end for Saul. That's the Lord saying, the enemy of my enemy is my friend or my enemy. Somebody who would have took any, they would have did anything for Saul. Killed all the Philistines for Saul. But through his disobedience, he lost the kingdom. Through disobedience, he lost the kingdom. And to tell you the truth, he lost his mind. He lost that good sense about him. He lost that covering that the Most High had upon him. He was naked. He was exposed. Verse 2. And David said unto Shish, surely thou shalt know what thy servant can do. And it just said to David, therefore I will make thee keeper of my head forever. So David said, you already know what I can do. I'm famous. I'm famous among your people. I know all the heads I done took of your people. You know well what I can do. You know, and that's all I know. How the Most High can make your enemies, love you. So like that, man, just think all the Philistines they've been killing, and now he living among them, and now he finna go to war with them against his own people. So like General bring it out last night. Other than we fighting against other people, we had more civil war than anything. We fought among ourselves more than we fought against anybody else. And it's kind of like how it is now. Because I was like reading last night. I was looking at all the different camps. That is, I was reading how ISUPK came to be. They had the camp with the Comforter and Tazadaki, and how the split happened, and then all these other camps came up from one west, and then I'm just noticing, I just noticed how the Southern Poverty Law Center says we're a hate group, because I guess because we say the oppressors, the devil that the Bible speaks of, we talk about Amalek, about how they're not the real Jews, when everybody always know. That's not no big secret. It's just all blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans didn't know. We didn't know who we were. We was who the oppressor said we was. As far as African American, one time you was black, one time you was colored, one time you was Afro American. I went through, I don't know how many different names we done had over the course of my life. It was quite a few of them. But I was just reading the history, how they how I see what the ISUPK do. They feed our people, they clothe our people, they educate our people. We even have prison programs and all that. Trying no help, but we are considered a hate group because we tell the truth about what the oppressors done and still does. I mean, this and a lot of this stuff we saying is history, but they don't want it brought out. All the atrocities they done done, they still doing it, but they don't want nothing to be said about it. Okay, back this, but he told David, you go with me, I'm gonna make you over all that I have forever. You rolling with me, you see David, a good fellow, trustworthy, a good man. He said, I'm gonna put you over everything, You see, David got his back. Verse 3. Now Samuel was dead, and all Israel had lamented him and buried him in Ramah, even in his own city. And Saul had put away those that had familiar spirits and the wizards out of the land. Samuel was dead. Because Saul put away those that had familiar spirit. The familiar spirits, they'll be like your how you person say they can talk to the dead, they can call them up and have they could be talking through them, all that, and then and then wizards, and those like especially in my little town where I come from, they believe in that black magic hard, they believe in casting spells, making all kind of potions, powders, dust, and all that, have a little charm bag that'll heal you, Like I said, Saul got rid of all that kind of stuff. Saul got rid of, and on the real, and they say what this scripture say, learn not the way of the heathen. We got over there in that new land, with that land of Florida, we're all on Hamites, Cushites, and all that. That's what we learned that witchcraft from them. Being around them, they learned that witchcraft from us, and Saul put them all out of the land. You know, but that's what that witchcraft. You know, you ever wonder where it come from? Come from them Hamites. You know, come from them. They practicing that. You know, and we being around, living around them, we picked it up. Oh, the Philistines gathered themselves together and came and pitched in Shunem. And Saul gathered all Israel together, and they pitched in Gilboa. And when Saul saw the host of the Philistines, he was afraid, and his heart greatly trembled. Okay, now I ain't see the Philistines done mobbed up on him, getting ready to go to war. He's scared. You know, he's scared. Samuel right here. You know, he's scared now. And when the Most High lead you, you will be scared. When the Most High took his covering off you, you will be scared. Verse 6. And when Saul inquired of the Lord answered him not, neither by dreams, nor by Urim, nor by the prophets. So, you know, Saul scared, so, you know, he went to, you know, crying to the Most High. The Most High ain't talking to him no more. You know, I done left you. You know, I ain't got nothing to say to you. Mm-hmm. So, you know, and what Samuel did, he ain't got, you know, he can't go to Samuel. And they ain't talking to the other prophets. You know, Most High ain't giving the other prophets nothing to tell them. So, you know, he in a bad situation. So, you know, because you usually get asked, Most High, you know, we go to battle, is we gonna win, or is we gonna take them, or should we go to battle, or should we run? So you can't ask that no more. You know, then he's not getting answered. He's not getting an answer. He said, verse 7, and then Saul unto his servants, seek me a woman that hath a familiar spirit, that I may go to her and inquire of her. And the servant said to him, behold, there's a woman that hath a familiar spirit at Endor. So let's see how far Saul fell right there. Now, you know, messing with somebody with a familiar spirits, you know, scripture say, you know, something not a witch to live. Saul going, you know, messing with witches now. You know, he desperate. The Most High done left him. You know, he ain't got no counsel. The prophets can't tell him nothing. The seers can't tell him nothing. Nobody can tell him nothing. He praying, he ain't getting no answers. You know, he's stuck. So now he got to resort to go to a witch to find out, you know, to find out something. Let's see what it is. Verse 8, and Saul disguised himself and put on other raiment. And he went, and 2 men with him. And they came to the woman by night. And he said, I pray thee, divine unto me by the familiar spirit, and bring me him up, whom I shall name unto thee. So now he done went to this woman, you know, I need you to talk to something, bring somebody from the dead for me. You know how what? Y'all remember what Madam Cleo and, you know, Latoya Jackson with the psychic hotline and all that. You know, this kind of, you know, this is where they come from. You know, doing stuff like this. You know how, you know, people like how they do the Ouija board. You know, talk to the dead. You know, go to the letters. You know, they're spelling it out. What the ghost saying. You know, this is where all this come from. Because right here in the Bible, you know. Right here in the Bible, you know, this is witchcraft 101 right here, you know. And I saw who done fell so far from grace. Now he's seeking, you know, we got to seek a witch because he already know, you know, he already was told he was going to lose the kingdom. I guess now it's evident to him, you know, it's looking clear to him that he finna lose the kingdom, and he finna, he finna lose the kingdom. Israel finna go under the Philistines' rule. Verse 9, and the woman said unto him, behold, thou knowest what Saul have done, how he have cut off those that have familiar spirits and the wizards out of the land. Wherefore then layest thou a snare for my life, cause me to die? So the woman said, is you crazy? Saul done ran every witch wizard, necromancer, potion maker, and everybody else out of the land. I ain't doing nothing. I ain't doing nothing. I'm not. You ain't gonna have me getting killed, for that. Verse 10, and Saul swore to her by the Lord, saying, as the Lord liveth, there shall no punishment happen to thee for this thing. Then said the woman, whom shall I bring up unto thee? And he said, bring us Samuel. So now Saul, to show you how desperate Saul is, he done had to find him a witch to bring Samuel up, for he can ask Samuel to inquire of the Lord for him. Hey, bring us Samuel, I could talk, I could talk to him. He can find out what the Lord want me to do. Please, Madam Witch, please do that for me. Bring him up, so I can talk to him, before he can tell me what to do. I don't want to lose the kingdom. And when the woman saw Samuel, she cried with a loud voice. And the woman spake to Saul, saying, why hast thou deceived me? For thou art Saul. So now the witch found out who he was. You lied to me. You Saul. You finna have me killed. You deceived me. He said, and the king said unto her, be not afraid. For what sawest thou? And the woman said to Saul, I saw God ascending out of the earth. And he said unto her, what form is he of? And she said, an old man cometh up, and he is covered with a mantle. And Saul perceived that it was Samuel, and he stooped with his face to the ground and bowed himself. And Samuel said to Saul, why hast thou disquieted me? And Samuel said, why is you disturbing my rest? Pretty much Samuel already know. He's supposed to be doing this type of stuff, this witchcraft, calling up the dead. Israel don't do that. We don't go. We don't call psychic hotlines. We don't go see witches about bringing somebody up for the dead. We can talk to our dead grandma, our dead mama, our dead daddy, our dead children. Child that died. No, we don't do that. They gone. They gone. And Saul answered, I am sore distressed, for the Philistines make war against me. And God is departed from me, and answered me no more, neither by prophets nor by dreams. Therefore I have called thee, that thou mayest make known unto me what I should do. And so, now explain. There's no explaining Samuel. Hey, Philistines done rolled up on me, and I don't know what to do. I don't pray. I don't ask pray to the Most High. Nothing. Prophets, nothing. I ain't even getting dreams no more. I ain't getting nothing from the Most High. Please help me. He said. Then said Samuel, wherefore then thou ask of me, seeing the Lord is departed from thee, and is become thy enemy. So Samuel told him, the Lord gone from you. You're the Lord's enemy now. And he really is the Lord's enemy for practicing this witchcraft right here. He wasn't even supposed to go to that witch, because Israel do not do witchcraft. It's like verse 17. And the Lord hath done to him as he spake by me. For the Lord hath rent the kingdom out of thine hand, and given it to thy neighbor, even to David. So Samuel tell me that the Lord done took the kingdom from you. He done gave it to David. Deal with it. Verse 18, because thou obeyest not the voice of the Lord, nor executed his fierce wrath upon Amalek. Therefore hath the Lord done this thing unto thee this day. So they all, goes back when the Most High told him, remember what Amalek done? you know, to the Israelites coming out of Egypt, how they attacked them from behind. I ain't forgot that. Go kill every last one of them. Don't leave nothing alive. Kill everything down to the dog. Saul didn't do it. Saul, left the cattle, all the good things, and he kept the king alive and brought him back. And Samuel come up, said, why I hear all these sheep and goats and cows and all that? He said, we say that. Then he brought the king, why is he still alive? So Samuel had to kill him just to stave off the curse from the Most High on Israel. And he told Saul then that he was going to lose the kingdom because he didn't do what the Most High said. And this is Samuel telling him again, even in death, that you lost the kingdom. David has, because you was disobedient. Verse 19, moreover, the Lord will also deliver Israel with thee into the hand of the Philistines. And tomorrow shalt thou and thy sons be with me. So he let them know, you go to war, you're dying. You and your sons. Y'all gonna be with me, in the afterlife. The Lord also shall deliver the host of Israel into the hand of the Philistines. So not only was he going to die, the Philistines was going to capture Israel. So that's a double whammy. Verse 20. Then Saul fell straightway all along on the earth and was sore afraid because of the words of Samuel. And there was no strength in him, for he had eaten no bread all the day, all the night. Samuel told him that broke his heart. They killed him. They took his soul out of him. What he had left. Because Samuel told him he finna die. Him and his sons. First he done lost the kingdom. He gonna lose it. He done lost the kingdom. Then when he go to war, he gonna die. Him and his sons. And then, then on top of that, the Philistines gonna capture Israel. He can't take all that. I done lost all that. How? Why? Then he ain't ate nothing, so he weak anyway. And verse 21, and the woman came unto Saul and saw that he was sore troubled, and said unto him, behold, thy handmaid have obeyed thy voice, and I have put my life in my hand, and have hearkened unto the words which thou spake unto me. Now therefore I pray thee, hearken thou also unto the voice of thine handmaid, and let me set a morsel of bread before thee, and eat, that thou mayest have strength, and when thou goest thy way. But he refused and said, I would not eat. But his servants, together with the woman, compelled him. And he hearkened unto their voice. So he arose from the earth and sat upon the bed. And the woman had a fat calf in the house, and she hasted and killed it, and took flour and kneaded it, and did bake unleavened bread thereof. And she brought it before Saul and before his servants, and he did eat. Then they rose up and went away that night. So they had plow Saul to get him to eat because he was so brokenhearted, so broke down that the lady that had finally seen his down, heard his downfall from Samuel. He's finna die. His son's finna die. Israel finna be taken. He ain't gonna be I don't think he gonna be remembered in high regard as a king because of what gonna happen. A lot of people like to be remembered, for the things they done, especially kings. Known to be great king. I ain't gonna be talking about Saul in a good way. They gonna be talking about how are we talking about now? How he disobeyed the Most High, Didn't kill Amalek. Most High left him. Tried to kill David. Then he went to what? When the Most High left him, he went and found a witch. That's what we really remember Saul for doing. He didn't leave a good track record. Okay, we're going to go to chapter 29. Now the Philistines gathered together all their armies to Ephraim, and it was like pitch by a fountain which is in Jezreel. And the Lord of the Philistines passed on by hundreds and by thousands. But David and his men passed on the reward with Achish. Verse 3. Then said the princes of the Philistines, what do these Hebrews here? So, the other Philistines like, man, what the heck these Hebrews doing here? We going to war with them. What is they doing with us? It just said unto the princes of the Philistines, is not this David, the servant of Saul, the king of Israel, which has been with me these days or these years? And I have found no fault in him since he fell unto me unto this day. So, so just let them know, hey, he been rolling with me. He been living with me. That's why he here. And the princes of the Philistines were wroth with him. And the princes of the Philistines said unto him, make this fellow return, that he may go again to his place, which thou hast appointed him. And let him not go down with us to battle, lest in the battle he be an adversary to us. For wherewith should he counsel himself unto his master? Should it not be with the heads of these men? So, you can't blame. The Philistines, hey, they ain't trusting that, They're not trusting it. Like, hey, he might have a change of heart. He may go from killing them to killing us. So he got send them back to your kingdom. He can't roll with us. We can do this by ourselves. We don't want him with us. Verse 5 is not this David, of whom they sang one to another in dances, saying, Saul slew his thousands and David his 10,000s. You can't blame these guys. Like, this dude used to kill us. He was rolling with Saul. They singing songs about him, how many of us he done killed. And you want him to go to battle with us? Man, no. Send him on. Verse 6. Then the Achish called David and said unto him, surely as the Lord liveth, thou hast been upright, and thy going out and thy coming in with me in the host is good in my sight. For I have not found evil in thee since the day of thy coming unto me unto this day. Nevertheless, the Lord's favor thee not. So he said, hey, David just said David, look, I ain't got no problem with you, man. You've been 100 with me since the day I met you. You kept it 100% real with me. You've been silent. But but my bros over here, they ain't feeling that. They don't want you around. So going back to the kingdom. We got this. You can't blame them. David done killed tens of thousands of them. Like it wasn't nothing. And they want to roll. And they expect them to be comfortable with David rolling with them. You can't blame them. Verse 7, wherefore now return and go in peace, that thou displease not the lords of the Philistines. And David says unto Achish, but what have I done? And what hast thou found in thy servant so long as I have been with thee unto this day, that I may not go fight against the enemies of my Lord the king? David said, I ain't did that. I want to go fight with you. You my boy, I want to go fight with you. And the Achish answered and said to David, I know that thou art good in my sight as an angel of God. Notwithstanding, the princes of the Philistines have said, he should not go up with us to the battle. So, you know, you tell him, hey, I ain't got no, I don't want you to come with me. But the other Philistines don't want you. It's like, you know, the other Philistines don't want you coming with us. They're real uneasy around you, you know. Wherefore, now rise up early in the morning with thy master's servants that are come with thee. And as soon as ye be up early in the morning and have light, depart. So David and his men rose up early to depart in the morning to return unto the land of the Philistines. And the Philistines went up to Jezreel. So now, you know, Philistines going to go march upon Israel. Chapter 30. And it came to pass when David and his men were come to Ziklag on the third day that the Amalekites had invaded the south and Ziklag and smitten Ziklag and burned it with fire. So now they got attacked, you know, while he was gone, you know, Amalek, you know, that old enemy of the Israelites that came and attacked them, you know, and had taken the woman captives that were therein. They slew not any, either great or small, but carried them away and went on their way. So David and his men came to the city, and behold, it was burned with fire, and their wives and their sons and their daughters were taken captives. So the Amalekites came, burnt the village, and took all the women captives, you know, and his children and everything. Mm-hmm. Then David and the people that were with him lifted up their voice and wept until they had no more power to weep. And David's two wives were taken captives, Ahinoam the Jezreelite, and Abigail, the wife of Nabal, the Carmelite. Verse 6. And David was greatly distressed, for the people spake of stoning him, because the soul of all the people was grieved, every man for his sons and for his daughters. But David encouraged himself in the Lord his God. And David said unto Abiathar the priest, Ahimelech's son, I pray thee, bring me hither the ephod. And Abiathar brought hither the ephod to David. And David inquired at the Lord, saying, shall I pursue after this troop? Shall I overtake them? And he answered him, pursue, but thou shalt surely overtake them, and without fail recover all. So, you know, now, you know, them, you know, people, you know, they mad, all they, you know, their wives gone, their children gone, they ready to stone David, you know. So they called on the priest, they you know, called upon the priest so he could speak to the Most High. So when David asked him, you know, Most High, hey, what, do I go after them? Most High said, yeah. You know. He said, you're going after them. So that let you know the Most High is with David. He left us. When Saul talked to the Most High, the Most High turned his back on him. Propped his feet up, you know, didn't hear him. But David talked to him. He's with David. And he let David know, hey, I'm with you. Going after him. You know. He says, he's going to overtake him. He said, he's going to overtake him. And cover your wives and your children. So David went, he and the 600 men that were with him, and came to the brook Besor, where those that were left behind stayed. But David pursued, he and 400 men, or 200 abode behind, which was so faint that they could not go over the brook Besor. And they found the Egyptian in the field, and brought him to David, and gave him bread, and he did eat. And they made him drink water. And they gave him a piece of a cake of figs and 2 clusters of raisins. And when he had eaten, his spirit came again to him, for he had eaten no bread, nor drunk any water 3 days and 3 nights. It's amazing he's still alive. You know, you can't go too long without food or water, you know. And David said unto him, to whom belongest thou? And whence art thou? And he said, I am a young man of Egypt, servant to the Amalekite. And my master left me because 3 days ago I feel sick. Verse 14. And we made an invasion upon the south of the Cherethites, and upon the coast which belongeth to Judah, and upon the south of Caleb. And we burned Ziklag with fire. And David said to him, Canst thou bring me down to this company? And he said, Swear to me by God that thou wilt neither kill me nor deliver me into the hands of my master, and I will bring thee down to this company. And when he had brought him down, behold, they were spread abroad upon all the earth, eating and drinking and dancing, because of all the great spoil that they had taken out of the land of the Philistines and out of the land of Judah. And David smote them from the twilight even unto the evening of the next day. And there escaped not a man of them, save 400 young men which rode upon camels and fled. And David recovered all that the Amalekites had carried away. And David rescued his 2 wives. And there was nothing lacking to them, neither small nor great, neither sons nor daughters, neither spoil nor anything they had taken to them. David recovered all. And David took all the flocks and the herds which they drave before those other cattle, and said, This is David's spoil. And David came to the 200 men, which were so faint that they could not follow David, whom they had made also to abide at the brook Besor, and they went forth to meet David and to meet the people that were with him. And when David came near to the people, he saluted them. Then answered all the wicked men and the men of Belial, of those that went with David, and said, Because they went not with us, we will not give them aught of the spoil that we have recovered. Say to every man his wife and his children, that they may lead them away and depart. So they, they don't went and rescued the women and the children and brought back the spoils from the battle. And they meet up with the men that had got left behind. And meeting up with them, and the other men didn't want to share in the spoils that they had with them because they didn't go. They was too tired to carry on, but they ain't want to give them anything. Then said David, You should not do so, my brother, with that which the Lord hath given us, who have preserved us and delivered the company that came against us into our hand. For who will hearken unto you in this matter? But as his part is that goeth down to the battle, so shall his part be that teareth by the stuff. They shall part alike. So David, just because they didn't go down to the battle, David still gave him the spoil because they was his men. They was all brothers, and you're supposed to share with your brothers, whether they go with you or not. They're your brothers. And it was so from the day forward that he made it a statute and an ordinance for Israel unto this day. And when David came to Ziklag, he sent of the spoil unto the elders of Judah, even to his friends, saying, Behold, a present for you of the spoil of the enemies of the Lord. To them which were in Bethel, and to them which were in South Ramah, and to them which were in Juttah, and to them which were in Aurora, and to them which were in Sifmah, and to them which were in Estimor, and to them which were in Rukah, and to them which were in the cities of the Jerahmeelites, and to them which were in the cities of the Kenites, and to them which were in Horbah, and to them which were in Hor-Ashan, and to them which were in Athak, and to them were which in Hebron, and to all the places where David himself and his men were wont to halt. Verse 31. So David broke off everybody, gave everybody some of the spoil. Chapter 31. Now, the Philistines fought against Israel. And the men of Israel fled from before the Philistines and fell down slain in Mount Gilboa. Well, so Israel are getting defeated. The Most High is not with them in this battle because they are under King Saul, and the Most High has left Saul. Mm-hmm. And the Philistines followed hard upon Saul and upon his sons. And the Philistines slew Jonathan and Adnadab and Machua, Saul's sons. And the battle went sore against Saul, and the archers hit him, and he was so wounded of the archers. So, the archers got together and let them bows go, and it hit Saul. Saul couldn't do nothing with the Philistines. Now that the Most High ain't with him. The battle is lost. Now he done got hit. And then said Saul unto his armor bearer, draw thy sword and thrust me through therewith. These uncircumcised come and thrust me through and abuse me. But his armor bearer would not, for he was so afraid. Therefore Saul took his sword and fell upon him. So Saul started fighting, going die in war, still going to die in battle. He decided, go and fall on his sword. Try to get his armor bearer to do it, but the armor bearer, he wasn't finna do it. Mm-hmm. And when his armor bearer saw that Saul was dead, he fell likewise upon his sword and died with him. So Saul died, his 3 sons, and his armor bearer, and all his men that same day together. And when the men of Israel that were on the other side of the battle, and they saw that were on the other side of Jordan, saw that the men of Israel fled, and that Saul and his sons were dead, they forsook the cities and fled. And the Philistines came and dwelt in them. And it came to pass on the morrow, when the Philistines came to strip the slain, that they found Saul and his 3 sons fallen in Mount Gilboa. And they cut off his head and stripped off his armor and sent into the land of the Philistines round about to publish it in the house of their idols and among the people. They went through. It's like Saul's body, then got it. Stripped the armor off of him, cut his head off, and put it on display. This is a man we've been fighting for years and years. We finally got him. Put him on display. Let all the Philistines see, what we had done. We finally defeated our enemy. And they put his armor in the house of Ashtaroth. And they fastened his body to the wall of Bethshan. Ashtaroth, one of their gods, And when the inhabitants of Jabesh Gilead heard of that which the Philistines had done to Saul, all the valiant men arose and went all night and took the body of Saul and the bodies of his sons from the wall of Bethshan and came to Jabesh and burnt them there. And they took their bones and buried them under a tree at Jabesh and fasted 7 days. So that's the end of Saul. Like David said, he wouldn't go lay a hand on the Lord's anointing. He said, Saul, he said, he said Saul would die in battle or some illness to kill him, but it would be not by his hand. And the Most High, he delivered Saul up, to the Philistines. And that's the end of Saul. And he ended up, just like Samuel said, you and your sons gonna die tomorrow. That's what happened. We do one more chapter, 2 Samuel chapter 1. Now it came to pass after the death of Saul, when David was returned from the slaughter of the Amalekites, and David had abode 2 days in Ziklag. It came even to pass on the third day that, behold, a man came out of the camp of Saul with his clothes rent and earth upon his head. And so it was. And when he came to David, that he fell to the earth and did obeisance. And David said unto him, from whence comest thou? And he said unto him, out of the camp of Israel am I escaped. And David said unto him, how went the matter? I pray thee tell me. And he answered, that the people are fled from the battle, and many of the people are also fallen and dead, and Saul and Jonathan his son are dead also. And David said unto the young man that told him, how knowest thou that Saul and Jonathan his son be dead? And the young man that told him said, as I happened by chance upon Mount Gilboa, behold, Saul leaned upon his spear, and lo, the chariots and the horsemen followed hard after him. And when he looked behind him, he saw me and called unto me, and I answered, here am I. And he said unto me, who art thou? And I answered him, I am an Amalekite. He said unto me again, stand, I pray thee, upon me, and slay me. For anguish has come upon me, because my life is yet whole in me. You know, so this is a young man that came from the battle, telling David, saying, that Saul and Jonathan is dead. And now, and now he said, he's trying to explain to David, how he know he was dead, because he was there. And so he said unto me, and said, so I stood upon him and slew him, because I was sure that he could not live after that he was fallen. And I took the crown that was upon his head and the bracelet that was on his arm, and I have brought them hither unto my Lord. Then David took hold on his clothes and rent them, and likewise all the men that were with him. So, that's sad, David, the Saul when Jonathan was dead, they rent their clothes, they was in anguish. And they mourned and wept and fasted until evening for Saul and for Jonathan his son, and for the people of the Lord, and for the house of Israel, because they were fallen by the sword. And David said unto the young man that told him, whence art thou? And he answered, I am the son of a stranger, Amalekite. And David said unto him, how was thou not afraid to stretch forth thy hand to destroy the Lord's anointing? And David called one of the young men and said, go near and fall upon him. And he smote him that he died. So, David killed that young man. He said, how were you wasn't scared to kill, the Lord's anointing? So, when this young man killed him, And David said unto him, thy blood be upon thy head, for thy mouth hath testified against thee, saying, I have slain the Lord's anointed. So David, let him know, listen, you said out your own mouth that you killed Saul, and that was the Lord's anointed. Now you gotta die. And David lamented with this lamentation over Saul and over Jonathan his son. Also, he bade them to teach the children of Judah the use of the bow. Behold, it is written in the book of Joshua. You don't read the book of Joshua, because I heard, it's not. How can I say this? It's not authentic, not authentic. I think somebody had, did some more writing in there. In other words, it's not authentic to read. 19. The brood of Israel is slain upon the high places. How are the mighty fallen? Tell it not in Gath. Publish it not in the streets of Ashkelon. Lest the daughters of the Philistines rejoice. Lest the daughters of the uncircumcised triumph. Ye mountains of Gilboa, let there be no dew, neither let there be rain upon you, nor fields of offerings. For there the shield of the mighty is vilely cast away. The shield of Saul as though he had not been anointed with oil. From the blood of the slain, from the fat of the mighty, the bow of Jonathan turned not back, and the sword of Saul returned not empty. Saul and Jonathan were lovely and pleasant in their lives, and in their death they were not divided. They were swifter than the eagles. They were stronger than lions. Ye daughters of Israel, weep over Saul, who clothed you in scarlet, with other delights, who put on ornaments and gold upon your apparel. How are the mighty fallen in the midst of the battle? O Jonathan, thou wast slain in the high places. I am distressed for thee, my brother Jonathan. Very pleasant as thou hast been unto me. Thy love to me was wonderful, passing the love of women. How are the mighty fallen and the weapons of war perish? That was like a beautiful saying for Saul, and for Saul, he said to Saul, even though Saul tried to kill, did his best to kill him, went, chased him for 20 years, like, David couldn't go nowhere. Every place he went, somebody told Saul he was there. Saul get 3,000 to 5,000 men come looking for him, so he had to go somewhere else. And at the very end, David still had something good to say about Saul. Once he said a bad word about Saul, that's brotherhood. One time he said something about Saul. Him and Jonathan made a pact with each other, a covenant with each other. They was gonna never do each other wrong. Mm-hmm. I think that's what hurt him most, and that his brother was gone. But but that's what David was. David showed true brotherhood. Other than being a warrior, a mighty man for the Lord, he showed brotherhood to his enemy. So Saul was an enemy. Had a chance to kill him, had a chance to, take Saul out on 2 occasions and did not, because it said he would not touch the Lord's anointed or let anybody else kill him, even though his men say, let me get him. He told him, no, you ain't going to touch the Lord's anointed. And that's how, we need to be with our brothers. Instead of being so quick to want to raise up against them, talk. Mm-hmm. Talk to your brother. Got a problem with him, talk to him. Talk more than once. Sometimes it takes more than one time to talk to somebody. But if your brother, it shouldn't be tiresome to you, because that is your brother. And with that, it's the end of the Sabbath class. Out here, so I invite him up here. Like Ashala means to Israel. Set up these prayers. So Saul, turn, face the east. This is Lord prayer in Hebrew. It reads, Abanaba, Shabbat Shabaya, Kodash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahab, Malabaka, Taba'ah, Ratazaka, Hayah, Asha, Barataza, Kawa, Hayah, Bashamaya, Lathal Lanawa, Lakan, Ka, Yawan, Wasalat Lanawa, Kabawath, Kabawath Nawa, Kasalat Nawa, Kawa, Yanawa, Wala'a, Labayanawa, Badasayawan, Abal, Abashanawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Habalatwa, Wahala, Wahapara, La Walaya, Aman. In English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, forgive us our debts,
as we forget our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever so be it. Akash the power. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Babakosha, the fallen hour. Akash, Rapa, Kamakala, Baka Madawa, Akash, Bataha, Batazaya, Akash, La Aquayo, Matai, Hamataya, Akash, Rakawa, Hatamala, the Garsa, Bashim, Yahweh Shai, the Wataman, in English, Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai, legal is the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out in the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you so big. These are blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai, why my Ya'ala, why Hahawya, Matazabya, Alawak Yahana, Alawak Yam, Harasarium, Hakwatazayam, Yayam, Yayam, Wathium, Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai, the water Aman. And then you read Yahweh, bless you, Yahweh, and Yahweh Shai, and Michael, and the angels, commanders in Johanna, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters. Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you, so be it. Bless Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, Barak Lanawa, Wayasharala, Wahabayah, Sapariah, Barak Rapah, Hagan, Bashim Yahweh Shai, Wada Aman. In English read, Lord, in the name of Yahweh Shai, bless us in Israel and the school. Bless, heal, shield, protect. In the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you, so be it. Psalms 121 in Hebrew. Ash'ah, Ayanya, El Hahayim, Mahayan, Yaba'ah, Azariah, Ma'in, Yahweh, Ashah, Shamayam, Waharatazah, Ayatan, Labawat, Magalka, Aylawan, Shamarka, Ana, La'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yashan, Shamamar, Yasharala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Ayad, Yayanka, Yawaman, Hashamash, La'ah, Yakaka, Wayarak, Bala Yala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makal, Rai, Yashamar, Yapaska, Yahweh, Yashamar, Tazaalka, Wabawaka, Ma'atha, Wa'aid Abalam. In English, read, I've lifted up my eyes unto the hills. From whence coming my help? My help coming from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in, from this time forth even forevermore. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayam, Dama, Yatlaka, Alpha Sharash, Alpha Shakwat, Hayahana, Awaya Yabyaka, Yahama Yawan, Ash, Yamaka, Yayam Yapwa, Sabada, Wayatha, Yatazawa, Yatazapan Yaka, Amawa, Lakawa, Nakayadam, Makaya, Wala'a, Yazaka, Shamyasharala, Awada, Kaya, Nawatazawa, Laba, Yakawa, Yaka, Waya, Yakatwa, Ahaya, Adamam, Wa Yashamai, Alayam, Wa Mawaba, Wa Hagaya, Ball, Wa Amawan, Wa Amalak, Palasha, Yasha, Shab Yabya, has a war, Asha war, the Lawa, Aman, Hayawa, Zerawa, Labanya Lawat, Salah, Asha Laham, Kamayan, Kesanya Sarah, Kayabyan, Banakal, Kawashwan, Nasham Mawa, Bayan Dar, Ayawa Dama, La Dama, Shayatamwa, Nada, Ya Mawa, Kara, Wakazaba, Wakazabak, Wakatazamana, Kad Nasa Yak, Kamwa, Asha, Amawa, Na Yasha, Narasha, Lanawa, Nawa, Alahayam, Alahaya, Shayapamwa, Kagagala, Kakwash, Lapanya, Rawaka, Ka'a, Tabari Awa, Wakalaba, Balahat, Ahayam, Khan, Taradama, Basaraka, Wabasa, Wapaka, the Bahalam, Mala'a, Payaham, Kwalawan, Wayakwashwa, Shaka, Yahweh, Yabashwa, Wayabahawa, Ayai, Wayakapawa, Wayabawa, Wayadawa, Kayata, Shaka, Yahweh, Labaka, Ayawan, Al Kaharataza. And the English read, keep not thy silence, O God. Hold not thy peace. And be not still, O God. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult. And they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let them cut them off from being a nation. The name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they are consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom, and the Israelites of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Cabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, and with the inhabitants of Tyre. Ashur also is joined with them. They are hoping the children are alive. Selah, do unto them as unto Midianites, as to Sarah, as to Jabin, the brook of Kisan, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth, making their nobles like a reel, and like Zee, yea, all the princes of Zabah, and as a Zamunah, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of God in possession. Oh my God, make them like a wheel, as a stubble before the wind, as the fire burns the wood, and as the flame set the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Lord, let them be confined in trouble forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, are the most high of all earth. These curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh, King of heaven and earth, and all things living. Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai. Listen to us now, right now. Say evils and curses and punishment and destruction to the heathen that speak against us, thy prophets, the teachers, the princes, the priests, the Israelite brothers, and the school. Say evils and curses and punishment and destruction to the heathen, and shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel that refuse to give to the school. Force their riches to enter into thy sanctuary. Say evils and curses and punishment and destruction to the Edomites and the nations and the drug dealers, the court system, the prison system, Planned Parenthood, all the governments of our enemies, Amalek synagogues and armies, Roman Catholic Church, the Pope, Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation, Skinhead, Positive Kamikaze, the gay movement, the lesbian movement, spies, workers of witchcraft, NASA space programs, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street. Open up the internet and the airwaves, the cable access channels, and the radio channels. Convict the spirit of any of thy people that seek to stop us and bring swift destruction to all the heathen that stand in the way or try to stop us from broadcasting your words throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues. Cause them to go to and fro through the earth and consume them. Let the plagues shake the house of the thief and the murderer. Let Yahweh Shai, Michael, and Gabriel come down with the flying saucers and punish all the heathen that come up against us as we speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all that it is the angels that have done it. Cause it to be spread through the media throughout the whole world. Cause it to shake at thy coming. In the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you always so be. One courtesy salute. Then my sabbath. Major. Barak. Yahweh Hashem, Yahshua Barakathon. Turn face the sisters. One courtesy to the sisters. Israel. How much sabbath? Major. Barak. Yahweh Shemal Thon, Hashem, Yahshua. Class dismissed.